It's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And we are here at the Archos booth at IFA in Berlin. Now, Archos holds a very special place in my heart because one of their first devices way back 10 years ago was one of the first devices I had that got me into technology. And here I am 10 years later, 10 plus years later, looking at their Android smartphone. What we're looking at here is the very recently announced, just before IFA, the Oxygen 50. It is their flagship phone. The Oxygen is their flagship line. There are actually, you might be able to see in the background there are a bunch of phones. That's only a fraction of what they offer. There is the Oxygen line, the Platinum line, and the Titanium line, all that order being from high to mid to lower range. What we're looking at here is the Oxygen 50. Now this right here is definitely a phone that can call itself a more high-end device. What we're working with here is a full HD 5-inch screen. It is an IPS screen, so of course it lends itself to a lot of great brightness. If we go here and I bring it all the way up, things start to get washed out here on the video, so we're just going to bring it back down for the sake of our video. But as you can see, it is a greatly bright screen, and it works very wonderfully on this device. Our capacitive keys on the bottom here, the usual button layout of the power on the right side and the volume rocker here on the left side. But after that, you have a soft touch plastic rather. That's very nice to touch. Might get a little bit smudgy depending on how many hands have been on it. In this case, there have been a lot, but it's still a nice feel. As you can see in the curve on the bottom, it definitely rests really easy in your hand because of this nice and very substantial curve that you have. Of course, here's the micro USB slot. Okay, and then it comes with 16 gigabytes of storage. It is a quad-core 1.5 gigahertz MediaTek processor powering the stock vanilla Android. As Archos is a partner, as an official partner with Google, they are able to have the full stock experience. Maybe with a few tweaks here and there, but still definitely the vanilla Android experience. So that's definitely something that many of us will like about this phone. First impressions, honestly, this phone really feels really great. It's very thin, it's very lightweight, and it handles really easily in the hand. It's actually really nice. The speed is there with the MediaTek processor, right there. You can see it goes along quite smoothly. Now, MediaTek might not be a Qualcomm processor, it might not have the full snappiness, but I'm sure that the MediaTek quad-core processor in this particular phone will be able to power it and give you a reliable experience. Now, like I said before, Archos has a number of lines for their smartphone offerings, the other lines being the Platinum line and the Titanium line. They all come in a bunch of different sizes. This, of course, is called the 50 because it has a 5-inch screen, but there's also the Platinum 53, for example. That is the more mid-range device. Now, the only reason why it's mid-range is because it doesn't come with a full HD screen, but it comes in at 5.3 inches and has a dual-core processor. So, once again, that is the Oxygen 50. We're looking at the flagship here at the Archos booth at IFA in Berlin. Make sure you stay tuned. And also, if you wanted a good Android smartphone, the other range that is available, as you can see, a bunch of the other phones, there are a lot of different phones in different sizes with different specs, but also different price points. So if you're looking for an affordable smartphone, Archos might be one of those places that is perfect for you. So, once again, this is Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. We're here at the Archos booth at IFA, bringing you all of the best coverage from Berlin. So make sure you stay tuned to Android Authority because we're your source for all things Android.